Hey friends, this is the hymn of the day for April 30th. This is a musical supplement to the devotional Crhist in Our Homes. So if you do not have one of these, you can subscribe. I believe they also have some free subscriptions still available online if that's something you're interested in. Let's just jump right into these. Like and subscribe on Facebook and here, and leave some comments also on Facebook. I'd love to be in touch with you about this video. Alright, so with the three readings we have, the Exodus 2, Psalm 23, and 1 Peter, the Exodus 2 just covers a whole bunch of stuff, but we're going to basically touch on mostly what the devotional touches. We do here have the Moses fleeing from Midian after leaving from the Pharaoh wanting to kill him. Main point in this is Moses does marry and have a son named Gershom because he's in a foreign land, and he names his son after foreign there. Then we also hear about God taking notice of the oppressed Israelites and remembering the covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's really the big seed, that little last bit that really I think is going to be the major thread through everything we see in here. So for Psalm 23, we really have that comforting God who is meeting us in that covenant and being, our comfort, which is very important, especially for these oppressed communities. The next reading we have, the 1 Peter, God takes notice of his people, and also during this, knowing that we are people of a foreign land, that we live honorably and do what is righteous, which is really what we see Moses doing in the Exodus, as he saves the shepherd at the well. So those little things are supposed to tie together, at least in my experience. So from looking at all these parts about a God remembering his oppressed people, and the way in which Paul writes to the people in 1 Peter about being righteous, I was really looking for an international song that was really on the side of the foreigner, like Moses and his son Gershom, and also spoke to that little bit about 1 Peter. So I went through all these and I wasn't having as much luck as I was wanting to, so I remembered I had a really nice resource from a pastor friend of mine, the Global Songs book. And the one I wanted to bring to you today is actually from El Salvador, called Come, the Banquet Hall is Ready. It's a really lovely hymn, and I think when taking the lens of this piece of scripture, I really did want to stick international. I felt like it was really important to really hit the concept of this text, and this one just works perfectly. So parts of it that I really enjoyed is that it is a text sung by those who are working for justice. That can be very much strongly heard in verse 4. Let's see. And the one part I really enjoyed a lot about this is in the second and fourth verses of the second part of the verses. It really speaks to the 1 Peter, just really strongly about living in righteousness in this time of oppression and struggle. He is living in our struggles in the righteous things we do. That's just absolutely beautiful. And this one, just working in that justice, we will sow the seeds of freedom in the ashes of hate. So we do not let the hate around us to change us. We continue to live righteously in God and know that God was working in us and for us. So I'm going to play through this all one time through. It's a little bit longer, but once again, you're invited to sing. I put the lyrics in the description below, and I would love for you to learn this new song with me. So, all right.